Hey everybody. Welcome to Prep Talk Live episode 125. Not coming to you on a Wednesday and not coming to you at 5:30. But it's in the same week. So really it's kind of the same thing. It's in general the same.
It's Wednesday adjacent.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. We do a lot of things adjacent. We're Prepper adjacent, we're Wednesday adjacent. It's all there. Welcome to episode 125. I'm Casey with Cascadia Dispatch. Joining me, as always, is Tup, the Urban Prepper, soon to be fielding. Well, I mean, not a whole basketball team. Like if you included your wife, it's
like
a
small prepper community, though. Is what we're...
Yeah, a really good game of kickball, I think, maybe, or something like that. What's up, Tup? How are things?
It's going good. Yeah. Let me think. Man, so many things going on. Gee.
There's obviously the baby. Now, do you have a lot of, because of the distance, do you have a lot of stuff already still?
We have a lot of storage. Yeah, we have a lot in the attic, and my wife's been saves everything. So we have boys and girls kind of clothes from 0 to 11 because she doesn't want to get rid of anything. And I don't know how many stuffed animals we have. Tons of bins of it. But no, I think we're not prepared at all. There's no baby room. There's nothing. We'll be doing a mad rush for that. But
when you have the baby room, do you think you'll find the gold coin?
I think it's lost. I think it's done.
Because you're gonna have to rip the whole room apart. I feel like that would be your best opportunity to try to find it.
Maybe, yeah. That's going to be my last chance. But I just kind of assume it's done. If I could find that gold coin, that would be cool, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's going good. Once we do the baby room thing, I'll probably have to expand my operation. I get booted out of my current office, and I'll probably have to take over another territory. So, and maybe
would you move into the garage, take some of the canning shelves? Maybe is there a trade for nursery for canning shelves, perhaps, or something like that in the off season?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, man, there's so now. I'm like, man, I got a lot of work to do. I got.
You're like, look, I'd like to prep, but I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Yeah, so we're just gonna move through and all of that.
Yeah,
I would give you a hard time for saving all of the baby clothes.
It wasn't I got to pick my battles.
This was a plan, so that's fantastic prepping and planning there.
It was part of her. She wanted to. I would want to just keep certain key ones, but she has everything, and it's 0 to 3 months, and 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 1 to 2, all that stuff. So it's hey, so we'll see what happens, but it's definitely exciting times, and I'm trying to do a lot more prepping videos as I can and cranking them out as much as I can. And I'm working on a new I'm making some refinements to my EDC, and then also some Altoids kits refinements, and some so that's been fun too. So anyway, it's going. It's pretty exciting times.
You're churning out more videos now with seemingly more things on your plate.
Yeah.
Than I think you did. I mean, back in the day, we came up with this idea because neither one of us had time to even. Now, you've added a whole making a person to your agenda.
Yeah, I needed it more complex. Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're just rolling out.
Yeah,
apparently that's what you needed.
Yeah, I've been testing a couple video editor people that hey, can you edit this video for certain short videos, and just ones that aren't too complex, the ones the evergreen style videos. I want to do those by myself, but there's some that I think I don't need to do this, and so I'm trying to have experiments with a couple editors on stuff for that, and I've also
been going big time
trying to. Well, I'm also experimenting with you might have noticed. Sorry.
Remember back in the day, 2 months ago when we would like, city prepping and Canadian like with their teams and all of
Yes.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And you and I were, and here we go. Like
Well,
you just,
yeah.
I knew you when. I knew you when before you had a staff. That was
Well, yeah.
the whole.
I'm like I was just talking to city prepping, and we talk often on text message. I think we were talking like at 2 in the morning last night on some random video stuff, and uh, but yeah, he has like they're like employees. They're not like I'm just looking for. I don't even know where these people live at, but yeah. So far, I have a shorts video. I'm trying out this one guy to see if he could do some short editing for me that would help. And then I have someone I'm experimenting with thumbnails. So I don't, you might have noticed that some of the thumbnails look
Mhm.
different. I'm seeing
Yep.
if those are any good. And then I also have a CAD designer working on some 3D printing projects for the channel, and and I have uh, some high tech colleagues that were impacted. They're in the high tech world. A lot of people are
Yep.
impacted by layoffs and stuff. So they have expressed interest in doing high tech helping out with like some of like the testing and researching and brainstorming stuff. So I have like a handful of like I have one dude that he's super into digital security and like disaster proofing his digital life, like and
Mhm.
you're one of them, but I have a local
Yep.
guy too that he's like that's all he wants to talk about, so we're kind of collaborating on an idea. We have a Google Doc that we talk to the AI and it summarizes it, we put it in there, and then we keep refining and refining. So it's been pretty fun. Yeah, so I'm able to keep doing my day job, keep doing the family stuff, and then chip away at these things a little bit more efficiently.
That is fantastic.
So
Well,
yeah, so it's fun.
we all get to watch the empire grow.
Well, yeah.
The top Vengers, I guess we could call them. Your little,
I still try.
team.
I have the hardest time getting my son or my wife to hold the camera for me. They don't even so like. I'm gonna have to have a like a an ad. I need a camera holder, someone that would just stand there like this. Like
It's gonna be like who was it? Like there's so many like influencers now, and they just have like full-time 24/7 videographers, and they like
yes,
work in shifts, and they just record literally everything in their
crazy.
life because they never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's a
you need
little
one of
crazy.
those.
That's a My wife would veto that really quickly.
I feel like there could be a reality show about this whole prepping with a baby thing. I feel like
Oh
a
man,
whole
what a
thing.
great idea! Every time there's like some great idea that's like
Like, I'm gonna start like I feel like we should like license these ideas to each other, but like
yeah,
it
I like
doesn't
it.
work like that. But
Yeah, it's
it'd be
kind of like
like, yeah,
this is kind of
fantastic.
where all the prepping things it's like the melting pot or like the things ideas like come to start
Yeah.
they sprout from here, and then sometimes someone else will yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, it is called Prep Talk Live.
Yeah,
Like we are
it's
in
live.
live talking about prep stuff, and though the ideas come,
And
that's
we had
how it
no
happens.
idea, and like we didn't have like an agenda on this one, so but these ideas are just growing out of thin air, so it's exciting
Yeah,
times. But
we were kind of like, okay, are we doing it? Are we not doing it this week, next week, whatever? Like, okay,
I've been
we're just gonna start doing some stuff and see what happens, and people watch or don't watch, or
I've been binging some Sutton Stays videos lately, because my pantry we did a big kind of purge of
I thought
like
you were gonna say my pants.
that too, but
I was like, where are you going with this one, Tup?
well, our pantry is kind of we cleared out a lot of stuff, and we often give like even though we try to do a first in first out rotation, we still make
Mhm.
donations to like food banks and stuff for like
Yep.
pantry preps. And right now the pantry, I'm like, oh, it's looking a little, it's not looking that stocked. So I gotta fill it up. So then I was been watching Sutton's Days and stuff as far. She had like a good stack ranking of pantry items, so like what order and what's the most important and stuff. And
Mhm.
so I'm trying to model it off of her teaching. So that's good. But I'm gonna hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll do a big like kind of top off your because this is just like for like everyday type pantry stuff. Like I have my
Yeah.
emergency buckets and stuff, but we don't use those. So,
Yeah.
uh, so I'm talking like normal like shelving type of thing. So anyway, so
Yeah.
that's
The
coming.
yeah, we kind of I'm doing a lot right now with like I talk about therapy a lot. Therapy for me and like prepping, I feel like there is definitely a connection between like anxious, um, concern, disaster sort of stuff that makes people like think like, oh, planning for the worst case scenario, and like just general anxiety stuff. Um, and so one of the things that I have been working on is like food, because when it comes to uh like food and money, I'm like, oh my goodness, how do we make this, like, there can never be enough, all that sort of stuff. um and we had stocked a bunch of things, and especially because our my kids and my wife have a lot of like food sensitivities and allergies and stuff, so whenever there's something they really like, I immediately I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy it by the case because I'll get a discount and then they'll have it to eat and all that sort of stuff. And over time, I have realized in practice, like, that doesn't work because they get, burnt out on whatever it is, or it
Mhm.
goes bad or whatever, and it's a waste. So I'm really like almost trying to go into like an opposite view of like I'm intentionally not buying extra of things and like trying to like eat down some of the supply that we have,
Yeah,
because like it needs to get restocked with other things, but there's so much of everything else. It's just kind of like, okay, where is it going and what are we really going to use in that?
yeah. I find it hard to like prep, like you stock your pantry when you're trying to do like doing like a high protein diet. It's like
Yeah.
it's trickier. For sure. And then there's some stuff I buy just because it's like it's the prepper thing to do. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
good slogan, but uh, but then I just year after, and then it eventually expires, and I go, oh, I guess I didn't need that can of sardines like I thought I would. But
Oh yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
but
even stuff like
yeah,
noodles, prepping thing. Like, okay, great. We've gone through three different types of noodles in the last like year. They are like our go-to family noodles.
we've made a noodle adjustment. I think we're kind of synced that way.
Yeah. We synced up. We used to do like the regular noodles, and then I started doing like the garbanzo bean protein noodles.
Oh, okay, nice.
And so then kind of everybody switched except for my daughter. She doesn't like any noodles other than regular noodles. Um, but like we switched to those, and then we came across these other protein enriched noodles, and we were like, oh, then these are better. And so those are the ones. So now I've got like this stockpile of like garbanzo noodles and like a stockpile of the regular noodles. And it's like, okay, we need to get just
Yeah.
back on track with the
My
noodles.
wife was big into the wheat noodles and then also the garbanzo noodles, but
Yep.
now I went and bought some like the expensive Italian noodle or some for European noodles, and she I
European
don't
noodles.
well she I don't know, maybe it's different ingredients, but she doesn't feel like she gets her stomach processes it better than American noodles. So now she wants me to replace all noodles with European noodles. Like
So I have heard that there is some differences in, and I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an agriculture person, whatever. I just
yeah,
hear things on TikTok occasionally.
yeah, me too.
Um, but there are people who have said that when they go over to Europe and Italy, that the corn and the flour and everything has different. I don't know what it is. If it's GMO'd differently, if it's got different attributes, don't come at me. I don't know what the difference is, but there is some difference in the actual ingredients, and therefore, when they eat the food that's made with it, it doesn't give them, like, if they have like are gluten free in the US, they can eat things that
Yes,
normally would
I've
have
heard that
gluten
too.
in them and be totally fine over there.
Yeah, and my wife is probably more food sensitive than I think I can eat pretty much everything, but
Yeah.
she's pretty more sensitive. She notices it says it, she likes how it tastes better. One, but also it's better on like yeah. There's something to that for sure. So, and I know
Oh
that
yeah.
they have more kind of restrictions on like what kind of ingredients you could include in things. So maybe there's some steroid wheat or something that we're using. Some of that Barry Bonds wheat. That's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there is definitely some stuff there. Um, with kind of the top off videos, your top off videos, like whenever we do a video like with Costco or something, like
those are
people get very
well,
excited about those.
yeah, it's like it's sometimes as like a YouTuber, it's frustrating because like some of the videos that I like Costco, I'm just there with my phone or
Yeah.
something, and it's like those are the ones that are and the ones that I spent so much time trying to put together and have the right outline, and those ones
Hmm.
aren't. But there's something about Costco that resonates with people, I think. So and we all uh, we can all kind of relate to that that shopping experience.
Yeah. So have you started building agents with your open claws yet?
Sorry, what is my?
So the thing that came last week, we were talking about AIs
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff. So after that, I get on my phone, and the next 4 videos are this about this thing OpenClaw, and I'm like, what is this thing? Apparently, it started as like Claudebot, and then Claude sued them because the name was the same, and then it
Oh,
became
okay.
Moltbot, and now it's called OpenClaw, and it's like a lobster thing.
Okay.
But apparently, like, you can put it on your computer, and it's an AI agent that actually does stuff, and you can send it text messages or like Slack messages, and it will do stuff.
Oh, wow.
Um, and what's interesting is there are some people that are going like full in on it and like giving it access to their email and their calendars, and you give it like your entire computer, and it just starts doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then there are people that are like, I don't even want it anywhere near me.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I don't
and
know
so
if
it's
I'm.
this kind of
Yeah.
interesting. The friend of mine that kind of builds the wine social network and all that sort of stuff. He and I were talking about basically taking separate machines and actually putting it on those machines to kind of do some stuff, but keep it separate from like all of our actual real documents, to see if it could actually do things like help make lists and help keep track of things or whatever, without giving it access to your bank account passwords and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Open cloud. Now I got some homework to do. I was writing a note down to look into
yeah.
that. So
Yeah, it's it's one of those things. I think as we talk and brainstorm, we always come up with all these ideas, but like the actual time to do them is limited. And so I've been thinking about like, okay, could you use like AI bots and things to like give it an idea and let it go off and do something, and then come back with a draft or come back with a synopsis or something,
yeah.
um, and then review it, kind of like having team members, but with approval access and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, someday we'll have like the complete, like I'll have my
Oh my
my
goodness.
writer, and oh my gosh, I was just talking. You're
Oh,
just talking about her.
it's like Beetlejuice. We said her
Oh my
name 3
gosh.
times
Let me
and she
just
appeared.
make sure my shirt's buttoned. Let's see. There we go. Okay, we're good.
um, since Sutton's Days is here and
Yeah.
she has graced us with our presence, um, there is something I think that's very important that we have to discuss. And I was going to bring it up a second ago when you were talking about your pants and everything.
Yes.
Um, Sutton's Days, I think, grandchild. I don't know. I think I'm putting things together or whatever. If you follow Sutton's Days on Facebook, I don't know if she did it on other channels. Um, her grandchild is doing a Girl Scout cookie drive thing, and she has a pretty big goal. So, if you like Girl Scout cookies and you are looking to get them this year, check out Sutton's Days Facebook page and find the link, and you can
Nice.
go there. Do your kids do the Girl Scout cookies? I didn't think you did.
We were in Cub Scouts. My son was, but I haven't been affiliated with them for a little bit. No, I
Okay.
definitely eat the Girl Scout. They know someone weak when they see him, and so
Yeah.
when they're outside the grocery store, they hone in on me for some reason. They know that I'm going to buckle. So
Yeah.
and sometimes I like, hey, I just bought a couple boxes like from one of your competitors, but they still talk me into it. So yeah, but that's
That was
yeah.
another one when they had the s'mores cookies and they were like limited edition and everything. Of course. Oh, okay. Sutton's Day says not a grandchild, but just a good friend. Okay. Either way, she was talking about it, so we will support it. Go over and check it out. Um, the I got like a case of them because I didn't think that they would still exist and all of the things, and you couldn't get a hold of them. It's like
Yeah.
uh it is this weird. Did you collect like baseball cards and stuff?
I did when I was I was into the Bash brothers, Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire when they're with the Athletics, and I was big in Griffey and all those. So I was big into cards back then, and I think my mom just threw them all away, and they're like probably
Yeah.
worth something now. But yeah,
But I find that like
We should have
I
prepper baseball cards, by the way.
we should. There
Yeah,
should be a whole
there should be
team.
something like that.
There should be, and there should be like, because now they make them where there's like pieces of jerseys and like autographs and stuff. So like we need one of you that's like a piece of an Altoids tin
Ooh,
attached to
nice,
it, and
nice.
we could have Canadian Prepper with like one of his like e-bike, tires or something or whatever.
Nice.
But like I find that when um there's something like my son is big into Pokemon now. So now I'm like always watching for Pokemon. When it was COVID times, it was Clorox wipes and toilet paper and kids medication and stuff. Like I'm always trying to find the thing that's limited in stock. And it seems to kind of bleed over in categories. And I wonder if that is if there is a connection or a link between like people that prep and do that sort of thing and people that have that kind of limited inventory stock reaction sort of thing.
Jeez, I don't know. uh, so you're stalking me.
Yeah, no, Sun Stays. I'm not stalking your Facebook page. You posted it and it came onto my feed. I don't stalk anyone anymore. That is not a thing that happens.
I think I asked Sutton Stays for her number earlier today. She still needs to get it to me, so I'm trying. So
well,
I'm asking for phone numbers. Yeah, we were talking to her.
Yeah, look at you go.
Like, hey, where's your number? Like, let's chat.
He's trying to we're talking about pants earlier. Now he's
just buttering up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what are you doing right now?
The baby's on the way.
Are you prepping? I think Sutton's ranking for I don't think about what you were talking about as far as like the inventory and like the Mad Rush and stuff. I need to chew on that a little bit more.
Where my head is going is there is, I think, this strategic reason to prep that a lot of us feel is important and base level. But I think that there is also the ability to be like overly concerned, and like have it not totally negatively affect your life, but like it becomes more of a thing. And I wonder if there is a conversation to be had in the prepping community about like anxiety and some of that sort of stuff. I don't know what the exact terms are because I'm not a therapist. I just have one. Yeah. But I wonder if there's something in that would be beneficial for people in the prepping world.
Yeah, I think we need to talk to our AI assistant to kind of put this into discuss this more, because I'm trying to think like when I don't think prepping's seasonal either. It's like usually it is anxiety driven, like something's bothering us and we're and that's why you have the mad rushes for certain types of products like the TP and the hand sanitizer, or after flooding or some other types of things.
Yeah, it feels like there is some stuff that, and yes, Sutton Stays, we're going deep into theory because that's what we do now. We are a deep. We haven't seen you since like the last time we saw you. We were still talking about t-shirts and everything else. Now, very deep, very deep.
We're pretty deep.
So. Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, we were cleaning the garage, and the canner that I got like a year ago is still sitting in the box.
Oh, no.
And my wife is like, "Do we still need this?" And I was like, "We do, because I am going to can with Sutton Stays. It might be 2032 before it happens, but I am going to do that."
Yeah. My wife's she's always the canner's always out and about. So it's like a permanent fixture of the kitchen now. We have canner problems because she has cameras in different spots too. So anyway.
Yeah.
Again, I got to pick my battles because I don't agree with some of the locations. But 2 years ago and it's still in the box.
Yeah, look,
You know what, Sutton's Day? She should really have like autographed Sutton's Days All American canners. Like
she really should.
And start selling those. Like that would
be
awesome.
They sell All American canners at Costco now.
Yeah. Oh,
every time I walk down the aisle, I'm like, oh, All American canners.
Yeah, when I bought it for my wife I think for Christmas one year, and I thought it was a super romantic gift, and now it's finally she finally is like appreciating it.
Yeah. As she fills up the garage and the rest of the house, and is like, maybe you just like set up under like the patio or something.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I want to get a little shed or something. I gotta figure that out. But my wife, I don't know, like anyone that gets into canning, like they want to save every single jar, and I'm like, what are we gonna do with all these jars? Like it's like indefinite, like so it's like we sometimes have disagreements on how many jars. Like Sutton's Days may have an answer, like how many jars is too many jars? Empty
That's a good
jars.
question. Okay, Sutton's Days. How many jars is too many jars? You were very helpful when I was trying to figure out how many blankets were too many
Like, do I
blankets.
need like hundreds of these things like in bins in the garage that are still there and it's just growing? The number's not going down. Do you need like 100 or 50 jars minimum on like what's the bare minimum? Like for
Is it
toilet
like
paper?
Jello? There's always room for more jars.
Yeah, I don't know. For toilet paper, I think I put a cap on I want 100 rolls of toilet paper in the house, and that's my. I don't need 300, but 100's good. So what's the number for jars? I need a pro to answer that for me.
Have you seen the new Forever rolls? I don't know if they're new, but I saw them at Target the other day. They're they're forever. They're called Forever rolls of toilet paper at Sherman, and they come in like a box,
Huh.
and it's like the size of a large pizza. And you like get like a special like toilet paper roll dispenser because it's so big that it wouldn't like fit on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's kinda cool.
and so yeah, but I haven't done the conversion between your two Costco packages per person per year
Yeah.
to the Forever roll, how many that would be.
Yeah, I wonder what that equates to.
Yeah, and Sutton's Days, as we predicted,
Jars are important. They
or
don't yeah.
too many jars do not exist. I literally have hundreds of
She has
jars.
hundreds.
Yeah,
So my wife is in the I think she's in the I haven't counted them lately, but there's I think there's just too many. Like, I don't we're not canning at that rate.
yeah. Oh, Sutton's Days is just trolling me. Forever Rolls came out during COVID. I know they've been out I haven't seen them. They came out and then they disappeared. I thought they had been maybe
Yeah, I didn't
discontinued or something like
even know
that.
about them.
And then I was in Target the other day and there was like a whole display and I was like, "Oh, they're back again." What is it? Who's the guy? Who's the guy who always shows up on our stream and trolls you?
Oh, that's a ATF.
ATF. I didn't.
Uh,
Sutton's Days has become this.
And ATF has been trolling me since 2011, consistently. So, and I think I've even mailed him some like gear and stuff, and we've actually talked and stuff. But
And it didn't
as
matter.
far as how we talk on the chat, it's 15 years of trolling.
Yeah.
I'm actually hitting. By the way, I'm actually hitting my 15-year YouTube anniversary on Monday. That was my first video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think I should celebrate somehow.
Yeah, I think we should do something. We did a
Yeah.
thing when you turned 10.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. And then I was just thinking, I'm like, oh wait, I started February 16th, 2011, and then we're coming up to February 16th, 2026, which is crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's a little
yeah, no,
birthday. I'm
100%.
gonna
We
get
should do
myself a
something.
birthday cake. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now everyone's Chuck is they got him as white elephant gifts. So apparently, I am the only person who did not know that these Forever rolls had come back and
I didn't
were
even
a
know that
thing.
I totally missed the Forever Rolls.
Yeah.
I went the whole bidet route, so I was maybe I was
So did we.
off the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We
did
still
we.
have our portable bidets in every bathroom in the house. Everyone's always, what is this thing? I think I found my favorite like like it has like a telescoping nozzle or whatever it's called. And
No, keep doing the charades. This is fantastic.
yeah, but I have my preferred travel bidet now. It's in every bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well,
People when they come over, they're like, "What the heck is? Why do you have a water bottle in the?"
send me the link to
Okay.
that because we don't. I realize we don't have. We had them at one point. I don't think we have them anymore. But you become so accustomed to having them at your house, and our friends then also put them at their houses. So like, we're very accustomed to having them in our worlds. But whenever we go somewhere, that is not a thing.
I should probably have a travel might bring it when I'm traveling, but I had to take off all the like the permanent fixture because I put permanent fixture bidets on all the toilets during COVID.
Yeah.
But everyone kept accidentally setting them off, and it was like you just hear screams coming out of the bathroom because not everyone's ready for that, like for to get a cold blast. So I had to. My wife finally had me take them all off. So now we're travel only.
I have so many questions, but we're almost out of time. But like, your travel bidets you weren't bringing for travel. That's fantastic and hilarious.
Yeah, I don't.
Number two, you had the install, like we installed the permanent one. I don't know, they're permanent, but they're like the seats that sit on top of they're like toilet seats that sit
Yeah, it's
on
a toilet
top, and
seat.
they have
Yeah, and it
yeah,
has the little thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's got a remote control. How would anyone get the remote control, push a button, and then be surprised by what happens? Like,
Well, ours was like
it's
it was
not
like
like
a
they
little
sat
lever.
down and
Yeah.
flushed and it exploded at them.
Yeah, my mom in particular had a knack for just setting an accident, so she would accidentally hit whatever the switch was, and then all of a sudden some ice cold water with perfect aim gets you, and then you just hear screams coming out of the bathroom. So like that was happening in all these family events. That like, and so we had this. So anyway,
I feel like that's a reason to keep them. I feel like that's a
it
reason
was a great conversation,
to
but then
just have more of them.
they don't know. They're like, and then you hear screams like, "I don't know how to turn it off," and so you just have the spray of water going across the anyway, that's
Oh,
this is yeah.
yeah,
This
all
is
right. Good. It's a
COVID
good.
thing.
This has been fun.
COVID
This
drugs.
has
Yeah.
been great. All right. Well, Tup has to go to a
Yeah.
party.
Yes.
So we are gonna wrap up, which is why we started a little early and the whole thing and everything else.
I was thinking about you. I didn't know that they made bidets with remote control, so
Of course they do. Of course they do. And you can like
you could use
not
it to
only is
brush
a
your
remote
teeth at the same time.
well, no, because it's got hot water, so like you can turn up like the temperature and like the positioning and all of the
Okay.
things. So yeah, of course I would have a remote control.
Yeah.
I'm actually really annoyed because one of the remote controls stopped working, and so you have to like manually hit the override button on one of them, and I can't get a replacement. It's a whole thing. But anyway,
You're going to get an AI controlled bidet pretty soon, I think, right?
that would be fantastic
Look up a
and
model
awful,
to AI model.
all at the same time. All right, everybody. Well, we will see you next week. I think maybe Wednesday. We will confer and check schedules.
Yeah.
We'll have our AI bots talk to each other's AI bots, and we'll figure out the schedule. But thanks again for joining. We'll be back. Yeah, of course. I'm bougie AF.
Yeah.
That is
Bougie preps.
BAF. Bath.
That is bougie preps. Remote control
Bath.
bidet.
That's the shirt that we're gonna make.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining. Don't forget Sutton's Days. Go to her page and buy some Girl Scout cookies.
Yep.
And we will see you all next week. Bye.
Cool.